Small habits. Extraordinary results. Discover why 1% improvements are the secret to transforming your life that nobody's talking about by James Clear. Atomic Habits is a best-selling self-improvement book published in 2018 that explores how tiny changes in behavior can lead to remarkable results over time. James Clear draws on ideas from biology, psychology, and neuroscience to create a comprehensive guide for making good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Core concept and philosophy. The central premise of Atomic Habits is that small, incremental changes compound dramatically over time, similar to how atoms are the building blocks of molecules. Clear argues that the quality of our lives depends largely on the quality of our habits, and that focusing on the systems rather than the goals is the key to lasting change. The book introduces the concept of habit compounding, where tiny changes yield massive results over months and years. Claire illustrates this with the plateau of latent potential, the idea that improvements are and always visible right away, but break through a critical threshold after consistent effort over time. The habit loop and behavior change. Clear breaks down the habit formation process into 4 stages. Cue, the trigger that initiates behavior. Craving, the motivational force behind the habit. Response, the actual habit or action you perform. Reward, the benefit you gain from the behavior based on this understanding. He presents for corresponding laws of behavior change. First law, make it obvious. Environment design. Structure your environment to make cues for good habits highly visible. Habit stacking. Link a new habit to an existing one using the formula after current habit. New habit implementation intentions. Create specific plans that state when and where you'll perform a habit. Cue elimination. Remove triggers for bad habits from your environment. Second law, make it attractive. Temptation bundling. Pair an action you need to do with an action you want to do. Join a culture. Surround yourself with people who have the habits you want to develop. Create a motivation ritual. Do something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. Reframe your mindset. Highlight the benefits rather than the drawbacks. Third law, make it easy. Reduce friction. Decrease steps between you and good habits. 2-minute rule. Scale down habits until they can be done in less than 2 minutes. Automation. Invest in one-time decisions that yield repeated future benefits. Increase friction. Add steps between you and bad habits. Fourth law, make it satisfying. Immediate reward. Add immediate pleasure to habits with long-term benefits. Habit tracking. Use visual measurement to maintain consistency and create satisfaction. Never miss twice. When you slip up, get back on track immediately. Contract. Create accountability through social pressure. Identity-based habits. A powerful insight from the book is the importance of identity in habit formation. Clear argues that the most effective way to change habits is to focus on who you want to become, not what you want to achieve. Every action is a vote for the type of person you want to be. True behavior change is identity change. The process follows this pattern. Identity gives processes, gives outcomes. Advanced tactics. The book also explores more advanced strategies. The Goldilocks rule. Work on tasks of just manageable difficulty. Deliberate practice. Focus your efforts on the areas where you need the most improvement. Habit shaping. Gradually progress toward more difficult behaviors. Choosing the right field. Find domains that align with your natural abilities and interests. The plateau effect. Expect progress to slow as habits become automatic, and commit to continuous small improvements. Practical applications. Clear provides guidance for applying these principles to real-life situations. Career. How to develop habits that lead to professional success. Health. Building sustainable exercise and nutrition routines. Finance. Creating consistent savings and investment habits. Relationships. Cultivating better communication and connection habits. Personal growth. Developing learning, creativity, and focus habits. The path forward. The book concludes with reflections on the meaning of mastery and the importance of self-awareness in habit formation. Clear emphasizes that habits are not the end goal, but the path to becoming the person you wish to be. The ultimate purpose is not to build habits, but to build freedom and space to express your unique human potential. Throughout Atomic Habits, Clear balances theoretical concepts with practical, actionable advice and illustrates his points with compelling stories from business, sports, science, and everyday life. The book has been praised for its clarity, scientific basis, and immediately applicable strategies. Stop chasing massive changes. Start your transformation journey today by implementing just one atomic habit using the 4 laws of behavior change. Download the Atomic Habits cheat sheet at James Clear. Calm to take your first step toward becoming the person you want to be. Key takeaways. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Tiny daily changes lead to remarkable long-term results. Focus on systems rather than goals. Winners and losers share the same goals. Build identity-based habits. Change who you are, not just what you do. Use the 4 laws to make good habits inevitable. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Environment design is more powerful than self-control or motivation.